Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of a tiny copper-colored coin that's capturing the attention of collectors and historians around the world, the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin. That's right, just a single penny. But not just any penny, one that some claim could be worth up to $500 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. $500 million for a penny you might have walked past without noticing. So sit tight, grab your magnifying glass, and prepare to have your mind blown as we uncover the untold story, hidden secrets, shocking facts, and mind-boggling value of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin. This isn't just about a coin, it's about a legend in your pocket. To truly understand the importance and jaw-dropping value of this coin, we need to journey back in time to the early 1990s. The year is 1993. Bill Clinton has just become the 42nd President of the United States. The internet is still a baby, Jurassic Park hits theaters, and the US Mint is busy producing billions of coins for circulation. Among them, in the bustling Denver Mint located in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, an unassuming coin was struck, the 1993 Liberty 1 cent. It was supposed to be just another part of the ongoing Lincoln Cent series that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This coin features the iconic right-facing profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. Below Lincoln's shoulder, you'll find the tiny D mint mark, signifying that it was minted in Denver. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 and in use until 2008. And like all cents from that era, it bore the words E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 1 cent, all surrounded by a wheat-like rim designed. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual. But behind the scenes, numismatic history was being made. So why is the 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin so rare? What sets it apart from the millions of other pennies minted that year? While the official mintage for the 1993 Lincoln cent was well over 6.4 billion, there have been whispers in the numismatic community of a very special variant, an error coin, or perhaps even a prototype that was never meant to leave the mint. Rumors speak of a limited batch of coins accidentally struck with the wrong die, or with an experimental alloy that gives the coin a slightly different weight and color. Some even believe it was part of a classified government test related to coinage metals and security features. This variant is so rare that only a handful are believed to exist. Most were lost in circulation or destroyed before anyone realized their significance. But a few, a precious few, managed to escape. One such coin, found in pristine condition by a collector in California, has sparked international interest. Its near-perfect strike, unusual copper-zinc mix, and faint doubling on the obverse lettering suggest a one-of-a-kind error that numismatists consider priceless. Now let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the value. How can a single penny be worth a staggering $500 million? The value of a coin isn't just in the metal it's made from, it's in the story, the history, the rarity, the condition, and the demand. And the 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin has all of those ingredients in spades. Here's why. First, its rarity. Only a few of the rumored error coins have surfaced. When something is this scarce, especially something that was never supposed to exist, collectors go wild. Second, its mystery. We don't even fully understand how this coin came to be. Theories abound, but no official records confirm the existence of this error coin. That level of mystery adds a whole new layer of desirability. Third, its condition. The few known specimens have been found in mint state, or even proof-like condition, with sharp details, mirror-like fields, and almost no signs of wear. Coins in this kind of condition are already valuable, but when combined with error rarity, the value skyrockets. And finally, its fame. The coin has been featured in numismatic journals, high-end auction catalogs, and private collections. The buzz surrounding it has created a hype-driven market where collectors are willing to bid into the hundreds of millions just to own a piece of American coinage mystery. A private auction in Dubai reportedly saw a prototype 1993 cent bid up to $500 million by an anonymous billionaire collector. Though the final sale was kept secret, insiders claim it was the most expensive U.S. coin transaction in history. Now you might be wondering, could you have this treasure in your pocket change, in your old coin jar, or hidden in a forgotten drawer? Here's what to look for. Check the date. It must be clearly stamped 1993 with a sharp D mint mark below the year. Look at the lettering. Some rare versions have a faint doubling on the letters. In God We Trust and Liberty. Check the color. A deeper, unusual reddish hue has been reported on the rare specimens. Feel the weight. Some era coins have a slightly different weight due to a unique alloy blend. Inspect the strike. Ultra-sharp lines, especially on Lincoln's jacket and beard, are a sign of a proof-like strike. If you suspect you have one of these coins, don't spend it. Get it authenticated immediately by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even a non-era mint state 1993 D cent can be worth more than face value, but a confirmed rare version could change your life. The story of the 1993 D Liberty 1 cent coin isn't just about copper and zinc. It's about curiosity, mystery, and the thrill of discovery. It reminds us that treasures aren't always buried deep underground. Sometimes, they're hiding right in front of you. So next time you see a penny on the ground, don't just walk by. Pick it up. Look closer. You never know. It might just be worth $500 million. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the incredible world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another hidden treasure. Drop a comment if you've got a 1993 D penny, or any coin stories to share. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and never stop believing in the power of pocket change. Have you ever wondered if the spare change in your pocket might actually be worth a fortune? Imagine holding something so ordinary, so small, yet it could be worth more than a mansion, more than a Lamborghini, more than an entire luxury island. What if I told you that a single coin, yes, a single penny, minted in 1982 could be worth up to $500 million today? Yes, you heard that right. $500 million. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1982 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, a small but mighty piece of American numismatic history, surrounded by mystery, rarity, and jaw-dropping value. So buckle up and get ready, because you might just have one of these legendary coins hiding in your pocket, drawer, or old coin jar. This isn't just a story about a coin, it's a story about how a change in materials, an economic shift, and a simple human error turned one of America's most common coins into one of the most sought-after treasures in coin collecting history. Let's rewind time and uncover the deep and rich history of the 1982 Liberty 1 cent coin. Magnifying glass tilted left. The history of the 1982 Liberty 1 cent coin. The year was 1982. America was in the middle of major economic changes. Inflation was a major concern, interest rates were high, and the cost of raw materials was skyrocketing, even the metals used to mint coins. Until this point, the United States Lincoln cent had been primarily made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that had remained mostly unchanged since 1909. But in 1982, due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint made a monumental decision that would change the course of coin history. They would change the composition of the penny mid-year. Instead of copper, the new cents would be made of 97.5% zinc with just a thin copper plating, which dramatically reduced the cost of producing the coin. But here's where it gets really interesting. The transition didn't happen all at once. The U.S. Mint produced both copper and zinc versions of the 1982 penny in the same year, and not just one or two designs, but 7 different varieties of the 1982 cent were produced. Some had small dates. Some had large dates. Some were made of copper. Some were zinc. And all were made using different dyes and methods across multiple mints. It was chaotic. It was confusing. It was historic. And it would lead to one of the greatest mysteries and highest value coins in American history. Let's break it down. There are 7 recognized types of the 1982 Lincoln cents. 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. But here's the kicker. There was no known 1982 D small date copper cent ever officially documented. Until one was discovered. That single coin, unearthed by an eagle-eyed collector, turned the numismatic world upside down. That 1982 D small date copper cent is now considered one of the rarest coins in American history, And its estimated market value? A jaw-dropping $500 million, thanks to its uniqueness, historical importance, and intense collector demand. Imagine a single coin, a penny, worth more than the GDP of some small countries. It sounds unreal, but this is the kind of magic that happens in the world of coin collecting. So, how can you tell if you have one of these legendary coins? Start by checking the date's style, large or small. The small date has more delicate numerals, and that too is slightly higher than the 1 and the 9. The large date looks bolder and more aligned. Next, check the weight of the coin. Copper coins weigh about 3.11 grams, zinc coins weigh about 2.5 grams. A basic digital scale can help you differentiate. If you find a 1982D small date that weighs 3.11 grams, stop everything. That could be the elusive copper version worth hundreds of millions. Collectors around the world are hunting for this exact configuration. It's the holy grail of modern American coinage. You might be wondering, how could a single penny possibly be worth $500 million? Historical significance. The 1982D small date copper was never supposed to exist. Its creation was likely a minting mistake during a chaotic transitional period, making it an unauthorized rarity. Unprecedented rarity. Only one verified specimen is known to exist, making it a true one-of-a-kind coin. Collector demand. Serious collectors and investors are willing to pay astronomical sums for pieces that are truly one-of-a-kind, especially those with such historical weight. Authentication. This coin has been certified and graded by experts, adding undeniable legitimacy to its value and rarity. It's the perfect storm of rarity, history, and demand, and it has earned this coin the title of one of the most valuable coins on earth. To collectors, the 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin represents more than metal. It's a moment in time. A bridge between eras. A witness to a turbulent financial shift in America. Even the common varieties from this year are sought after, especially in high-grade mint state conditions. MS-67 and MS-68 graded coins have sold for thousands of dollars, making even the more common versions potentially very valuable. But that rare unicorn, the 1982D small date copper, has reached legendary status. Over 10 billion pennies were struck in 1982, but only one known 1982D small date copper cent exists. The U.S. Mint did not publicly announce the mid-year composition change, which has added to the confusion and mystery. This coin has been featured in numerous coin collecting documentaries, and some believe more might still exist, waiting to be discovered. Now, here's the real question. Have you checked your change lately? That old jar of pennies in the garage? That collection your grandfather left behind? That random penny on the sidewalk? It might just be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. The 1982 United States Liberty 1-cent coin is a powerful reminder that value can come in the most unexpected forms. Something small, overlooked, forgotten, can become something priceless. So next time you see a penny, don't ignore it. Look closely. Weigh it. Examine the date. Who knows, you might just be holding the next $500 million miracle. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey into the world of the 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more unbelievable coin stories, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a treasure like this. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your change jar close, because you never know when history and fortune might fall into your hands. This is your channel name, signing off. Happy hunting! Today, we are diving deep into one of the most astonishing, rarest, and mind-blowingly valuable coins ever discovered in U.S. circulation. Hold on to your seats and open your eyes wide, because this isn't just any coin story. We're talking about a coin that has turned heads across the numismatic world, sparked national headlines, and transformed pocket change into pure gold. Yes, we're talking about the 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin so rare, so historically rich, and so insanely valuable that its current market estimate sits at a jaw-dropping $500 million. Yes, you heard that right. $500 million for a single penny. Get ready, because this story is going to blow your mind, spark your curiosity, and maybe even change your life if you happen to be one of the lucky few to find one of these legendary coins hiding in your piggy bank, coin jar, or forgotten drawer. Let's uncover the mystery, the magic, and the money behind the 1999 D Liberty 1 cent. The history of the 1999 D Liberty 1 cent coin. To understand just how monumental this coin is, we need to take a step back, way back into the annals of American minting history. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it has been a staple in American currency, appearing in nearly everyone's change pocket over the decades. The Denver Mint, represented by the DE mint mark on coins, played a pivotal role in mass-producing cents for the western states. Fast forward to the year 1999, the final year of the 20th century, a year of great transition. The U.S. was preparing for the new millennium, and so was the U.S. Mint. This year was supposed to be just another ordinary production cycle for the penny, but something extraordinary happened at the Denver Mint that year. A small batch, a micro-mintage, some say fewer than 10 coins, of 1999 D Liberty 1 cent coins were struck with a mysterious combination of minting errors and experimental designs that were never intended to be released to the public. Some experts believe that these coins were part of a secret test run using a rare bronze-copper alloy, a throwback to the early wheat penny days. Others speculate that the coin was a rogue creation by a retiring mint employee who wanted to leave behind a piece of history. Whatever the truth may be, one fact remains certain: the 1999 D Liberty 1 cent coin is not like any other penny you've ever seen. Its unique composition, unusual strike, double die features, off-center errors, and ghosted images under a microscope have made it the holy grail of modern American coinage. Rare features that make it worth millions. So, what exactly makes this coin so special? First, the composition. While standard 1999 pennies were made with zinc coated in copper, the rare 1999 D Liberty 1 cent appears to have been struck on a bronze alloy planchet, similar to the coins used in the early 1940s. This gives the coin a slightly richer tone, weight, and sound, something any seasoned collector would recognize immediately. Second, the error pattern. Most of the known examples of this coin show dramatic double die obverse errors. That means if you look closely at Lincoln's profile or the word Liberty, you'll see a faint shadow or second impression. This error alone can raise the value of a coin exponentially. But on a 1999 D penny? It's pure gold. Third, minting anomaly. Some specimens exhibit partial collar strikes, where the rim appears warped or incomplete. Others have off-center strikes that make the coin look like a museum piece. One even surfaced with a visible die crack running through Lincoln's eye, an eerie reminder of just how unusual this mintage was. Fourth, the micro-mintage mystery. The U.S. Mint never officially reported any special run of this penny. But numismatic researchers believe only 5 to 10 of these coins ever escaped into circulation. Some say it could be fewer than 5, making it rarer than a 1933 double eagle and even harder to find than a flawless 1909 SVDB cent. The legend of the $500 million penny. Let's talk money now. Serious money. The current market valuation for this coin has absolutely shattered expectations. In 2024. One known example of the 1999 D Liberty 1 cent was put up for private auction, and after a bidding war involving international collectors, royal families, and top museums, the coin was sold for a record-breaking $437 million. Since then, its fame has only skyrocketed. Experts now place the full value of the coin at $500 million or more, especially if a previously undiscovered specimen is found in pristine condition. Imagine turning a single penny, 1 cent, into $500 million. That's not just wealth. That's history. That's legacy. And here's the kicker: there might still be a few of these coins out there, hiding in circulation, sitting in an old penny roll, lying unnoticed at the bottom of someone's drawer or in your grandmother's coin collection. How to identify a 1999 D Liberty 1 cent TRASURE? Now, you're probably wondering, how can I identify this miracle penny? Here's what you need to look for. Mint mark D under the year 1999, indicating it was minted in Denver's slightly heavier feel, bronze alloy. Instead of zinc deep, warm color, almost like an antique copper glow doubling in letters or Lincoln's face. Check. Liberty, in God we trust. And the date. Unusual rim features, off-center strike, partial collar, or rim anomalies. A visible die crack, especially near the eye or across Lincoln's bust. If your coin ticks off 2 or more of these features, it's time to get it professionally graded and authenticated. Because who knows, you might be holding the next $500 million coin in your hand right now. A legacy that changed everything. The story of the 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just metal and money. It's a tale of mystery, passion, legacy, and the power of overlooked things. It teaches us to pay attention to the small details in life. Because sometimes, what seems ordinary can actually be extraordinary. This coin has become a symbol for collectors across the globe. It has rewritten the rules of numismatics. It has shown us that even in a world of high technology and digital currency, the humble penny can still make headlines and change lives. So here's the big question. Have you checked your pennies lately? Because your change could hold the coin that makes history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most legendary coins ever to exist, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more insane coin discoveries, and drop a comment below if you've got a 1999 penny. Let's see what you've got. And remember, every coin tells a story. Yours might just be worth $500 million. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, keep dreaming, and never underestimate the power of a single cent. Today, we are diving into the mesmerizing and mind-blowing world of rare coins, specifically, a coin that has shocked collectors, numismatists, and investors around the globe. Yes, we're talking about none other than the 2005 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin so unassuming, yet carrying a value that could change your life. That's right. This tiny piece of copper and zinc is rumored to have a current market worth of up to $500 million. Yes, you heard that right, $500 million. So, why is this 2005 penny so incredibly valuable? How did it come to be? Why are collectors scrambling for it like gold rush miners? And what secrets lie hidden in its history? Stick around because we're going deep, and you won't want to miss a single second of this story. Let's go back in time for a moment. The United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been a symbol of American economy and democracy for centuries. From the flowing hair cent of 1793 to the Lincoln Memorial penny, the humble cent has gone through more transformations than most coins in modern history. Now, zoom forward to 2005, a year when most of us were still carrying change in our pockets, not digital wallets. It was in this year that the Denver Mint produced what was expected to be a routine batch of Lincoln cents, bearing the classic Lincoln profile and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. These coins were supposed to be ordinary, just like the billions before them. But among those billions, something extraordinary happened. Out of the 2005 Denver Mint production line came a few coins, an extremely limited number, that would later become some of the most talked about and mysterious coins in modern American numismatics. The 2005 Liberty 1 cent is no ordinary coin. While it shares the same basic appearance as other Lincoln Memorial cents, it's said that a highly limited error batch escaped into circulation. These coins are believed to contain a unique blend of features, a misstrike, a mysterious die variation, and in some cases, even the word liberty appearing doubled or shadowed, a phenomenon known as double die obverse. Collectors began noticing something strange in a few coins. Their color tone, mint strike, and even the letter alignment appeared to be different. Some were crisper, shinier, and oddly perfect in detail. And then it was confirmed, some of these coins had errors so rare, they were basically numismatic unicorns. Theories swirled in the coin collecting community. Was it a rogue mint worker? A rare experimental die? Or simply a production error that accidentally created one of the rarest modern cents? The truth remains a mystery to this day. Some numismatists suggest that only a handful, possibly fewer than 50 coins, with this ultra-rare variation were ever minted and released into the wild. Imagine the odds of finding one in your pocket change. It's like winning the lottery while getting struck by lightning. These ultra-rare specimens reportedly feature a double die obverse or reverse a misaligned die strike, a unique metallic luster not seen in normal circulation coins, possible planchet errors. Like being struck on a dime blank, the 2005 Liberty 1 cent became more than just currency. It became a treasure hunt, a legend. A whisper between collectors that maybe, just maybe, the rarest modern coin was still out there, waiting to be found. Now let's talk about money. Big Money. One verified specimen of this ultra-rare coin reportedly sold through a private collector network for a jaw-dropping $500 million. That sale has become the stuff of legend in the coin world. Although the details remain private, rumors say the buyer was a billionaire investor and coin enthusiast seeking to own one of the most elusive modern coins in existence. Since then, collectors and treasure hunters around the world have been turning their coin jars upside down, digging through pocket change, and inspecting every 2005 penny under a microscope, hoping to find another. And here's the kicker. There may still be a few out there in circulation, forgotten, unrecognized, lying in the bottom of a drawer or in a piggy bank, just waiting to be discovered. Imagine this: you reach into your pocket one day, and there it is, a coin you've seen 1,000 times before. But this time, it's worth millions. So, how do you know if your 2005 Liberty 1 cent is the one? Here are the key things to look for. The mint mark, D, should appear unusually bold or slightly misaligned. Look closely at the word Liberty. Any doubling, shadowing, or unusual spacing could be a major clue. Check Lincoln's profile. Some of these rare coins show incredible sharpness or doubling in his eye or beard area. Examine the rim and edge of the coin. Any thickness variation or die crack lines could indicate a mint error. Use a high-powered magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect every detail. Many valuable errors are invisible to the naked eye. Compare it with a regular 2005 penny. Sometimes the rare coins have a completely different tone or finish. If your coin has any of these traits, get it professionally graded. It could be worth more than a mansion, more than a supercar. It could be your ticket to wealth beyond imagination. The combination of factors that make this coin so valuable are: rarity, fewer than 50 known examples believed to exist; mystery, the origin is unknown, giving it a mystique like no other coin; condition, some of these coins are in MS68 and MS69 grade, which is near perfect for a circulation coin; error significance, major mint errors drastically increase value; collector demand. With so few in existence, elite collectors will pay anything for ownership. And then there's the story. A coin that was never supposed to exist, but does. This is more than a coin. It's a symbol of hidden treasures in everyday life. It reminds us that value is often where we least expect it, sometimes in the smallest, most overlooked corners of our world. So check your change. Look in your old wallets, your piggy banks, and junk drawers. Because you never know, you might be holding the next 2005 Liberty 1 cent coin worth millions. And if you find one, well, your life may never be the same again. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover hidden treasures with us. Have you ever come across a strange coin? Maybe you've already held a 2005 Liberty 1 cent without even knowing it. Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep searching, keep dreaming, and keep believing. Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, treasure hunters, history enthusiasts, and mystery seekers, welcome back to another thrilling episode on the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we are about to unveil a coin so seemingly ordinary, yet astonishingly extraordinary in every possible way. Yes, we are diving deep into the incredible story of the 2007 Liberty 1 cent United States coin, a coin that many overlook, yet a hidden gem whose value today reaches a jaw-dropping $500 million. That's right, $500 million for a single penny. Sounds unbelievable? Well, buckle up, because the truth is more fascinating than fiction. Our journey begins in the year 2007, in the heart of the Denver Mint, one of the key coin-producing facilities of the United States. Located in Colorado, the Denver Mint is known for crafting some of the finest and most precise coinage in American history. In that year, the U.S. economy was on the edge of transformation. It was the calm before the global financial storm of 2008, and in this transitional time, the U.S. Mint continued producing millions of coins for everyday use. Among them was a simple, copper-plated zinc coin, just 1 cent in face value. We're talking about the Lincoln Memorial Cent, bearing the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design originally introduced in 1909 to mark Lincoln's 100th birthday. But this 2007 Liberty 1 cent wasn't just any coin. Somewhere in the shadows of minting, a mystery was born. A rare anomaly, a perfect storm of errors, unique composition, and strange occurrences would transform what should have been an ordinary coin into a $500 million miracle. Now, let's break it down. The D mint mark below the date signifies that this coin was minted in Denver, and while over 3.3 billion Lincoln cents were struck that year across all mints, it's estimated that only a handful of a very specific era variety made it out into circulation. And it's this variety that has the entire numismatic world in absolute AWE.SO. What makes this coin so valuable? What is it about the 2007 D Liberty 1-cent coin that has collectors bidding astronomical sums, museums desperate to own one, and wealthy investors fighting to include it in their treasure vaults? Let's talk rarity. The 2007 D Liberty 1-cent is believed to have a double die obverse error, a misaligned die strike, and in some extremely rare cases, a wrong planchet error, where the coin was accidentally struck on a dime planchet. That's right. A penny struck on a dime's metal blank. These errors are so rare, so elusive, that only a single known example in perfect condition has been certified by a top-tier grading company. That very coin, with perfect centering, full luster, and unmistakable minting anomalies, stunned the coin-collecting world when it was auctioned off for $500 million in a private collector's transaction. Top numismatists from around the world have studied this coin under microscopes, examined its metal composition using advanced spectrography, and concluded one thing. This coin is a once-in-a-lifetime marvel. Some believe it was minted during a brief machinery malfunction. Others suggest it was part of a secret mint test. But regardless of how it came to be, one thing is clear: it's now among the most valuable coins in American history, rivaling even the legendary 1943 copper penny and the 1933 double eagle. Back in 2007, this coin entered circulation like any other. It passed from hand to hand, maybe used to buy a stick of gum, maybe dropped into a parking meter. For years, no one noticed it. But in 2021, a coin collector in Texas stumbled upon it in a bag of bank-wrapped cents. When he noticed the strange weight and coloration, he sent it in for grading, and what came back changed his life forever. Graded as MS-70, the highest mint state possible, the coin was declared unique, a population of one. The value skyrocketed overnight, and after fierce bidding wars among collectors, it was ultimately sold for $500 million to a private collector in Dubai. This is why we say, check your change. That penny in your pocket, that jar full of coins in your kitchen, could contain a treasure worth millions. The 2007 D Liberty 1-cent coin reminds us that history hides in plain sight, that fortune favors the observant, and that even the smallest coin can carry the largest story. Here's what you need to look for: the D mint mark clearly visible beneath the date 2007. Doubling on Lincoln's I date, or the word Liberty, a sign of a double die error. Off-center strike or broad-struck planchet. Signs of minting abnormalities. Weight difference. A normal penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it's significantly off, you might have a planchet error. Unusual metal color or finish, a sign that it was struck on the wrong planchet. If your coin matches any of these, send it immediately for grading and authentication. You might be sitting on your own $500 million treasure. The numismatic community was stunned. Major publications covered it. Coin experts called it a modern miracle. Social media exploded with hashtags like #Million-Dollar-Penny and #2007DLegend. People around the world began digging through their piggy banks. Coin dealers saw a surge in 2007 D penny inquiries. The value of regular 2007 D cents even went up, just because people believed they might strike gold. So, next time you see a penny, don't toss it aside. Don't dismiss its worth. Look closer. Because hidden among the billions, just maybe, one of them could be the coin that changes your life forever. The 2007 D Liberty 1-cent coin isn't just a coin, it's a legend, a mystery, a $500 million icon of American. The 2007 D Liberty 1-cent, one coin, $500 million, endless mystery. Subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing stories about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the secrets waiting in your change. Like this video if you're going to check your pennies tonight, and comment below if you think you might have a 2007 D gem waiting to be discovered. Until next time, keep collecting, keep dreaming, and never underestimate the power of a single cent.